Hello, my friends. Welcome back. You are watching TTBurger Game Reviews here on YouTube. And welcome to episode 147. This is another multi-part review here. And today I'm going to be talking about a series made by my favorite video game company at the time, Namco. Now, as I mentioned before, I am amazed and surprised on how many original ideas they had for gaming back in the day and how they become some of the most popular video game franchises out there. It's like they think of an idea, they take the risk and put it into a game, and that's what they did there for certain games and stuff, and it has worked really well. Although there are some ideas that weren't really well approved or that are well received, but ideas and franchises like this were definitely improved by many gamers and stuff. Sure, like today's gamers, like who own a PS4 instead of owning a PS5 or stuff like that, or like the next Xbox console, like the Nintendo console stuff, will probably never know about this franchise. But when this series came out in 2003, we were surprised on how cool it was, and it was considered cutting edge for its time, and it still stands up really well. Now, what am I talking about here? Well, for today's episode of TTBurger Game Reviews, episode 147, I'm going to be talking about the Katamari series by Namco, and this will be broken up into 3 parts. Part 1, we're going to look at Katamari Damacy, or Damacy, whatever you call it. In Part 2, we love Katamari, and in Part 3, Katamari Forever. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about me and my Katamari on the PlayStation Portable? And what about beautiful Katamari on the Xbox 360? What about those games? Well, I'm not going to be looking at those because, one, I don't own a PSP or 360, and I heard those 2 games were not that good, especially Beautiful Katamari on the 360, which was basically which suffered from the syndrome of Ridge Racer 6 and Ace Combat 6 and stuff, like how tried way too hard to be next gen and try to be like an Xbox game and just failed miserably at that for that game. So that's just me though. But yeah, let's talk about here. We're going to start with talking about, for Part 1, Katamari Damacy, released exclusively for the PlayStation 2 in the year 2003. Now, I remember first learning about this franchise when watching G4 back in the day, back when G4 was still around and were an awesome video game channel, not the crap it became in late 2005 and stuff. But like this was like, if it weren't for G4, I never would have learned about this game franchise, because I was watching shows like Judgment Day, Cinematech, X-Play, and Filter, and more. And I don't remember what show it was, but it showed this game, Katamari Damacy, and when I first saw this, I was thinking to myself, is this game good or not? Because looking at it for the first time, I didn't know what to think. But then, like, as I got to learn more about it, so people played it, I realized how much fun it was. It's basically like a puzzle action game where you basically just like roll up this ball-shaped item called a Katamari, and you basically just roll items up in like a big clump and just like make it as big as you can. Like, of course, like, you have like the size you're supposed to make it, but you can do that or make it even bigger, and it's just simple, mindless fun. And it was interesting how a simple creative idea became very popular in the video game world, and that's what we got today. But we'll talk about that more later on. The story here is actually pretty fucking funny here. The story talks about the King of Cosmos and the Prince of Cosmos, and how the King of Cosmos accidentally destroyed all the stars from the sky. And now it's up for the Prince of Cosmos to bring all the stars back by taking the Katamari, the ball-shaped item that you use, and roll a bunch of items up in a big clump and stuff, and that's how you make stars. It's a story that's not meant to be taken seriously at all. It's just a hokey story just to like move the game along. I'll sure it has like a side story about this family going on vacation and stuff like that and stuff. But still, it doesn't really do anything for the story anyway. It's just there to like for filler and stuff. So that's me there. Like I said, the story is not meant to be taken seriously, so it's fun in its own way, definitely. So that's what we get for like the story for Katamari Damacy. For the game's presentation here, the game's presentation is actually pretty good here. I mean, like, it's got like that shell-shaded like anime style graphics and stuff, and sure, there are people who would be turned off by the graphics, but for me, I understand why they made the art style like this, because they wanted to make it like Japanese anime, like one of the ones to make it kooky and hokey, and that's what they did there, and that's what we got. Like, the character models are basically like anime, like, especially the Prince of Cosmos and the King of Cosmos, and like The backgrounds are very colorful, fit that style too, and the cutscenes like where it has like the family and everything like that, where it shows them talking, they're okay looking, not the best looking, but it's understandable on why they chose this art style and stuff. So I like it, and I'm sure everyone who's a fan of these type of games will like it too, especially if they're a fan of Namco, is what I'm trying to say there. But we can come back on track here, and also, like, there's no frame rate issues. No frame rate issues. And I expected no frame rate issues because this game is it's not like all CG-like and stuff like that. So I knew that the frame rate was going to be no frame rate issues at all. So kudos there for that, Namco. You did a great job with the graphics. Now for sound, let's talk about the sound. Sound, I gotta say, is definitely one of the best parts of Katamari Damacy. One of the best parts of the Katamari series in general. Like, you got the kick-ass music, which is like Japanese vocal tracks, and they play throughout each level, and it's hard to understand most of the lyrics, but most of them are in Japanese, while there are some English ones. Most of them are in Japanese, and the soundtrack is kick-ass. Like, you got a big variety of like rock, soft rock, love songs, and like percussion and stuff like that, and just they do a big variety with the music in Katamari Damacy, and I like that how the music is and stuff. Like, it's just really one of the key points there. And the voice acting is in English. I never heard the Japanese, but the voice acting is not so good. I mean, like, the only voice acting you pretty much have is like the voice acting from that family in the cutscenes, and it's not good. I mean, like it's not bad, but still it's not good either. And of course, like, you got the gibberish talk from the King of Cosmos. He speaks in this gibberish and stuff, and like that. Yeah, he speaks gibberish like that. So that's good. But like the voice acting is not bad and not good at the same time. It's like, it's meh in my opinion. It's meh. But I'm kind of rambling on there. But now we're getting into the gameplay, which is the meat of the game. And like I said, the game is very simple. You are the Prince of Cosmos, taking the Katamari, trying to roll a bunch of items up in like a big clump to make stars, and more and more and more. And it's basically what the gist it is. The controls are very simple. You just use the 2 analog sticks to move. All you do, for the most part, is move and roll. You move with both the analog sticks, and you roll away. You just roll away, roll up the clumps and stuff, and when you reach a certain size, you'll be able to like roll up even bigger and bigger items too and stuff, and that's awesome there. Like, you'll be able, when you start, you'll only be able to roll up like small items, but then as you go on to the level, you'll be able to roll up bigger items like flower pots and teddy bears and like cows and stuff, and it's pretty funny there. Yeah, definitely. And like you'll be rolling around a town, a house, or pretty much the world. Like, it's only like three types of locations you'll be rolling in, which I will admit I don't mind that, but some of them can get a little bit repetitive because some of the houses like look similar to one another, and like the towns and the worlds, like, they're not as repetitive, but still you can tell like some people like you're rolling around in the same areas over and over, and that can get a little annoying and frustrating there, is what I'm trying to say. But it's not the worst thing ever, but still that's just what it is. But yeah, like, that's basically what you do here. Like, you basically just roll up these items in like a big clump and just make them as big as you can. And even when you do make them big and stuff, that the King of Cosmos will always judge you and say, oh, you could do better than this, like, what is this, come on, you can do better than that and stuff. He'll always want you to roll up a bigger Katamari each time, and that's what you'll have to be doing. And yeah, it's basically what it is, just simple mindless fun there. But now I gotta get to some complaints here that I have. First off, the game is not very long. It's only like 3 hours long, 3.5, 4 hours long, and you can go back to like redoing levels to get the high score and stuff, but it just makes you wish that the game was longer. Like, it's just that you'll pretty much, those of you who are very skilled in puzzle games like this, you'll be able to blow through this game in a few hours or so, or maybe even less, depending on how good you are at puzzle action games. And also the fact that, like, sometimes trying to move the Prince of Cosmos around to try to situate the camera can be kind of annoying because like, he moves slow, so like, trying to get the camera situated, it can be kind of a hassle and an issue there, so just saying. And also, like, when you're trying to go up like walls instead of trying to get to a higher area, it can mess up on you too, so just be warned. But that's pretty much only problem I have with it. It's a funny ass puzzle game, and I enjoy it definitely. I mean, like, it's definitely worth owning and replaying over and over again if you want to beat a high score and stuff. It's kind of like a Super Mega Project or Future Tone, where you always want to go back to improve your score each time and stuff too. It's kind of like one of those where you'll want to keep playing to improve your score and stuff. Although you can't, I mean, although like since online play wasn't really popular, you won't be able to share your score online and that. But I don't really care. I don't play online anyway. But that's just me though. But just saying there, like lots of fun with this game. It's a simple puzzle game, and you knew that there would be more improvements made and there would be sequels coming up too, and that's what happened there. But aside from that, there really isn't much else to say. Katamari Damacy, it's definitely a fun game, and definitely a great entry to a franchise that would become popular in the United States and Japan and the PAL region and stuff. And that's what happened there. Due to some of the complaints I have with the game, I'm going to be taking some points off here, but the score I'll be giving it is probably an 8.5 out of 10, because it's the best score to give it. I mean, like, it's like, if it would have improved on those problems, so that it probably would have got a better score, but 8.5, best score to give it definitely. And that's it for episode 147, part 1 of 3. We're not done yet. No, not done. Did I say we're done? Nope, we're not done. Stay tuned for episode 147, part 2 of 3, and look at the sequel to Katamari Damacy, We Love Katamari, which was also exclusive to the PlayStation 2. How does the sequel compare to its predecessor? Find out next, which all I gotta say, if you like what you see here, subscribe, like the video, comment down below, join my Discord group, TTBurger Games United, because we're always looking for more people to join. Which all I gotta say is it's Tony, peace and out, have a great day, see you all in the next episode.